Have you ever looked at your life and thought, there has to be more than this? Not more stuff, more purpose, more freedom, more peace. This is the story of Daniel. Not a rich kid, not a genius, not lucky, but someone who transformed his life by transforming his mindset. Welcome to my channel, and if you are new here, hit the subscribe button and like the video. You can also open the notification so that every time I post a new video, YouTube will automatically notify you. They say success starts in the mind. But for Daniel, success didn't even exist in his vocabulary, not at first. Daniel was raised in a modest neighborhood where people wore struggle like a second skin. His father worked 2 jobs, and his mother juggled household duties with occasional cleaning work for nearby apartments. Money was always tight. "We can't afford it," was the most repeated phrase in the house. Growing up, Daniel believed that wealth was reserved for the lucky few. People like him were meant to work hard, pay bills, and retire with just enough. But deep inside, he had questions. Why do some people thrive while others just survive? Is it really only about luck or background? One night, after a long shift at a retail store, Daniel stumbled upon a podcast episode that would begin to shift everything. The guest speaker, a successful entrepreneur, said something that pierced his heart. If you want to change your reality, you must first change your identity. Daniel was struck. He realized he had been identifying as someone who was broke, and every action he took reinforced that identity. He lived with a mindset of scarcity, constantly thinking there wasn't enough, not enough money, not enough opportunity, not enough time. So he began to study the mindset of millionaires. Millionaires don't think like everyone else. They don't say, "I can't afford it." They ask, "How can I afford it?" They don't wish for success. They program themselves for it. Daniel learned that thoughts create beliefs, beliefs shape actions, and actions lead to results. The results you're living today are simply a reflection of your internal world. He made a decision that night. He would rewire his mind for wealth. Daniel started waking up an hour earlier. He used this time to visualize his goals, write affirmations like, "I am worthy of financial abundance. Money is a tool for good. My value creates wealth." At first, it felt ridiculous. His bank account was still negative, and his fridge still half empty. But he persisted. Because now, he understood the secret. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. Daniel immersed himself in books, audiobooks, and seminars. He cleaned up his environment, not just physically, but mentally. He stopped spending time with people who constantly complained about life. He found new friends who talked about ideas, investments, and personal growth. One quote hit him hard. "If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room." Inspired, Daniel decided to start his own online business, teaching digital marketing to small local businesses. He didn't wait for the perfect time. He didn't wait to feel confident. He simply started. Messy, uncertain, but committed. In the beginning, he failed. Multiple times. His website crashed. His first client backed out. At times, he was tempted to go back to the safety of his old job, but his new mindset wouldn't let him quit. He reminded himself, millionaires see failure not as the opposite of success, but as the path to it. Each failure taught him something new. Each lesson added to his value. And eventually, the doors started opening. Within a year, Daniel's business was generating more income than his previous job paid in 5. More importantly, he had freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of purpose, freedom of thought. But the real transformation wasn't financial, it was mental. Daniel no longer operated from fear. He no longer lived waiting for permission. He gave himself permission to dream, to build, to live. He now coached others just like him to break their mental chains. He'd tell them, "You don't need $1 million in your account to have a millionaire mind. You need courage. You need belief. You need to rewire the script you've been handed." He understood that true wealth is not about the money, it's about the mindset. Because when you have the right mindset, the money follows. So if you're listening to this, maybe you're where Daniel used to be. Maybe you're tired, doubting, surviving, but let this be your turning point. Your thoughts are not just thoughts, they're blueprints. Change them, and you change your world. The journey from broke to breakthrough begins with one decision: to think like a winner, to act like a builder, and to believe that you are already enough to start. This is not just Daniel's story. It's the story of anyone who decides to shift from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, from average to exceptional. The millionaire mind is not about having millions. It's about knowing you were born with the power to create them. And that power, my friend, lives inside you. Right now. Our life is not limited by your bank account. It's limited by your beliefs. Change your thoughts, and you'll change your future. The millionaire mindset isn't a goal. It's an identity you step into. Start thinking like someone who's already free, and you'll start living that way. The breakthrough begins in your mind.